advised.
Andrew Ferraro here with Exit Bayshore Realty, and this video is going to be geared towards those folks that are either PCSing to MacDill Air Force Base or have started a job, have accepted a job as a contractor there. This is an overview of the base, just an introduction for those that haven't been there before. So we'll start from the high altitude view here on the map. When you're coming into the Tampa area, you're probably going to come in from Interstate 75 from the north, or from the east here at Interstate 4. Okay, both of these are going to come into downtown. MacDill Air Force Base is located right here at the southern tip of South Tampa. Okay, downtown Tampa is right here. Okay, and again, just like a brief overview here, we have the Tampa Convention Center, the Florida Aquarium, Tampa General Hospitals here, Armature Works is right up here, Sparkman's Wharf is right over here. So there's a lot to do in downtown Tampa. And there's also a river walk that runs from Armature Work along the Hillsborough River here to the Convention Center. There is walking trails that run over to Sparkman's Wharf and Harbor Island across. And then Bayshore Boulevard branches off here and runs all the way down to the base. And Bayshore Boulevard is just absolutely beautiful. You've got 2 lanes of traffic going in either direction, and then a very large multi-use running trail, biking trail, walking. You see people out here rollerblading. This is a very active trail here. We see a lot of people out moving around, especially when the weather's really nice like it is right now. And between this Bayshore Boulevard running trail and the river walk, this is the longest contiguous sidewalk in the United States. There's plenty of room to move around. So as we zoom back out here, we can see that you can take 75 down over to 275 and get off on Dale Mabry Highway or Interstate 4 and do the same thing. As we zoom into South Tampa, your main thoroughfares as you get off the highway is going to be Dale Mabry Highway, and that runs straight down the middle of South Tampa. Bayshore Boulevard runs from downtown along the Hillsborough Bay into the base, and it actually continues all the way around the base here. We'll talk about that more in a minute. And then West Shore Boulevard runs down the west shore of South Tampa. All these are connected by Interbay. These are your main north to south thoroughfares for South Tampa. And then Gandy Boulevard cuts right across the southern tip of South Tampa, and Kennedy Boulevard kind of caps the northern side of South Tampa. So if you're familiar with that grid there, then you can find your way around the area when you move here. And before we move on to the actual base here, I want to highlight what we call the Crosstown here colloquially, or what you may see on the map as the Selman Expressway. And it picks up off of Gandy Boulevard. Actually, it picks up right here off the bridge, and it shoots across downtown out towards Brandon. And this is an outstanding feature here for the people living on base and working in downtown and South Tampa, because as I zoom out, you can see the Selman Expressway really opens up efficient transportation between Apollo Beach, Riverview, Brandon, Valrico, Seffner, the Nonasassa, and even Lithia out here, where we'll talk about here in a minute. So the Crosstown really opens up the availability for people to work on base and buy less expensive, larger homes out here in these areas and still be able to get back and forth to base within, 45 minutes to an hour. We see a lot of military personnel buying homes in Apollo Beach, Waimoma is getting larger here. Waimoma is somewhere that you can go to get more bang for your buck. You can get a larger house. There's a lot of new construction going on out there, and there's even a new lagoon community happening out there. Lithia is pretty far out. It's about an hour's drive from the base, but there are a couple of places out there where we see a lot of military moving. One of those places is Fishhawk Ranch, and I've done another video on that neighborhood. It's a really cool neighborhood for the active lifestyle. So there are running trails, biking trails, nature trails. There are a couple of very large pools in the neighborhood. There's a daycare and an elementary school right inside the neighborhood. Fishhawk Ranch is one of those places where the whole lifestyle is out there, and it's a good thing because it's an hour back to the base. So you're not gonna be running back and forth twice a day or anything like that. But if you want more elbow room at the end of the day, somewhere you can really breathe out and get away from the hustle and bustle, that's an option. As you come back out here, we see a lot of people moving, you know, the Brandon, Seffner, Thanona Sassa, Wesley Chapel, Lutz, Odessa, and it kind of arcs back this way. Now, as you get to this side of St. Pete, left of 275, it gets, and a lot of these are dictated by the way that the roads run. As you get on the left side of 275, it becomes difficult to commute every day. So this is the general area that we generally see a lot of military activity for those that need to commute to MacDill every day. Zooming back in to Dale Mabry Highway, as you come off the interstate here, coming back down Dale Mabry Highway, you're headed towards the Air Force Base. Our office is right here. This is exit Bayshore Realty. And then this is the main gate to the Air Force Base. You also have Tanker Gate here, a gate by Gadsden Park. That's Gadsden Park here, and then a gate that goes out to Bayshore Boulevard here. And Bayshore too, this running trail it switches over to a padded running trail, which is really nice on the joints here. That runs along the water and down the base. So if you lived on base or worked on base and you were taking a run, you could run from here as far as you wanted to. I mean, you could run from here, you know, 8 miles up to Armature Works if that's what you wanted to do. We see people rucking out there sometimes. But we'll pick up here as we come down Dale Mabry. We're going to switch over to our base map, and this is Dale Mabry right here. We come down Dale Mabry Highway into the entrance of the base, and we pick up right here. So as you come in the main gate, you're going to come down past Burger King and the gas station to the BX and the commissary, and then immediately past that is CENTCOM headquarters. You're gonna come down South Boundary and then come link back up with Bayshore Boulevard. As you jump back on Bayshore Boulevard here, you've got that running trail, that beautiful trail that runs all the way along the water. There's a nice area over here with bathrooms and a water fountain, you know, nice rest stop area on the run. Beautiful breeze coming off this water as you're doing your running. And then this area back here is your base housing. Tinker, kindergarten through 8th grade is here. I've heard a lot of good things about this school. You can look that up on greatschools.com. As we come around the base housing area, we come across Bay Palms Golf Course next. Bay Palms is a really nice golf complex. It's got two 18-hole courses, the north course and the south course. The south course runs along the water here before it comes back up in this direction. So the south course has some absolutely beautiful views. Their greens are well maintained. They've got brand new carts out there. Okay, look at that dinosaur. That is a big gator right there. If you see that on the golf course, you want to let it go on by. Not like these knuckleheads here coming up on the cart.
That is unreal.
Look at these guys.
Damn gator I've ever seen.
These guys get out of the cart there in just a minute, and that's why we have safety briefings. So if you get a safety briefing on that enormous gator out there on the golf course, those dudes are why. All right, so we're coming around the golf course here. The first time I came onto this base, I was absolutely amazed at how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you got the breeze coming across the tip of the peninsula there. You've got palm trees blowing through the air. It's always warm here. It's January right now. We're at like 68, 72 degrees, just perfect breezy weather. Nice sunshine. And this base really shows off some of the natural beauty of the area. As you're coming around the golf course here, you take a left on Marina Bay Drive. This will take you down to the beachfront restaurant, the marina down here, where you can rent pontoon boats and fishing boats and kayaks and fishing gear. They've got a boat launch down there. They've got boat storage right on base. So very active MWR with equipment rental. You can rent campers down there. So when we're down here, this is your restaurant. There's a little boardwalk that goes along the beach. This is your marina and boat launch. Fam Camp is right in here and right here. This is where you can do your trailer camping here. This campground is packed. People really enjoy it, especially in the wintertime. So we've got a combination of retirees, of snowbirds. You have some people in between real estate properties that will stay at the campground. We're seeing more and more of that. You've got people out there just for a weekend going to hang out and do some camping and have some fun. So very cool campground. Right across the street from the campground is the beach, okay? And this beach is really nicely done. We're gonna switch over to our map here and check this beach out. This is Fam Camp here with all our campers. This is a storage lot where you can store your boat while you're in town here. And then this is the marina. This is your boat launch. This is where the rental boats are kept. Kayaks are over here. This is the MWR where you can rent your kayaks and your fishing poles and life jackets and anything else you want. This building up here, outside the picture up here, is where you go to rent the campers. Okay, as we move into the beach area itself, so this gives us an overview of the beach. Here's your beachfront restaurant. You've got a kids playground in the sand over here. Lots of palm trees along the beach. You've got picnic areas that you can rent by the day, restrooms and showers right here. And then there's usually 1 or 2 or 3 volleyball nets set up right there in the sand. So super cool place to hang out. And then there's a dog beach over here. So this is sectioned off from the rest of the beach and your dogs can run wild here. And then if we zoom out here, this is a really, really nice place to do some surf fishing. If you're into fishing, you can rent fishing poles or bring your own and then, you know, do some surf fishing out here. You can get around this bend, okay, and get some of that channel action there. Or I see this often where folks will come out across the channel and then get back into this water where you're knee deep or waist deep, and you can really get in, you know, to the back side of this channel where there's less people. During the summer there'll be people out in the water here, but you can get, you know, either into these flats or into the channel depending on what you're going for there. So great fishing, really cool spot. The whole Air Force Base really encompasses a lot of the natural beauty, and it's a part of the fabric of the Tampa Bay. It is just right in the heart of things. You've got Picnic Island Park over here that you can also go to. There's another beach access, another dog beach. There's disc golf over here. There are picnic shelters and grills. So coming back off the beach here, we'll come back up this road here, Marina Drive. This is your gym. This is going to be the sports complex with the track over there, indoor and outdoor workout gear. You've got a bowling alley here in the middle, and then the base pool is over here. The base pool's really nice. It's got a water slide for the kids. It's got a lap pool if you're looking for that workout, and then a diving section too. So good opportunities to get your workout, enjoy that outdoor lifestyle. And we'll leave off here with the housing center. Harbor Bay is the privatized housing for MacDill Air Force Base. The housing on the base is 12 to 18 months out. So if you're moving to the area, if you're PCSing to the base, you're probably going to have to look elsewhere for housing. And there's some options for you. There's apartments outside of the base, there's corporate housing options. And then if you're looking to purchase, of course, we can help you with that. I hope after watching this video, you have a better understanding of the way that MacDill Air Force Base is laid out, and you got a glimpse of some of the amenities that it offers here. If you want to learn more about the area, you can either reach out to me at 813-593-3935. You can stop by the office there on Dale Mabry Highway, exit Bayshore Realty, or you can subscribe to the channel or like or comment or whatever so that the algorithm feeds this channel back to you, and use that to kind of keep an eye on what else is happening around town and kind of take a deep dive into some of the communities around the area here and keep your finger on the pulse of the market. This is Andrew Ferraro with Exit Bayshore Realty, wishing you guys a smooth transition.
Buzz.